This podcast is for voice teachers and coaches to answer the question, how do I grow my teaching business and even break out of that one-on-one lesson model so that I can reach and teach who I want whenever I want? I'm your host, Allie Tyler, voice teacher of over a decade and marketing and business coach for fellow voice teachers. Welcome to the Voicepreneur podcast. All right, quick little note about this episode. If you have listened to part 1 and 2 around this conversation around consistency, you're going to get a good laugh out of this. So this episode, I actually recorded this a few months back when I was in a season of stretching myself. You will notice 2 episodes ago, I was like, y'all, this is why I'm not consistent. And here I am now posting an episode about when I was consistent and the things that I was learning around taking messy action, around challenging myself, and how you can really find momentum around consistency. So know that this episode was recorded a couple of months ago. It doesn't even matter. It literally doesn't even matter because the point of this is for you to find your rhythm with consistency. I hope you enjoyed this one. A theme that I hope that you have been picking up on over especially, these last few episodes and everything that you've been seeing on Instagram, the content in general, there is a theme around simplicity, taking messy action, doing the work. There's so much to talk about here, so much to cover. And one of the things that I wanted to share, and hopefully this inspires you, is a challenge that I have challenged myself with. So we have talked about in a previous episode, or I think it's going to be previous. I actually don't even know the order in which these are all going to come out, but there is going to be, if not already, an episode all about owning the season of life that you are in and really allowing that to be the influence on what it is that you are focusing on, what you are prioritizing in your business, right? So the season of life I'm in is super interesting because it could theoretically be the season of slowing down. Like, I'm not doing any private coaching. I'm 2 months postpartum. It's fall vibes, like definitely slowing down vibes are happening. And at the same time, I am also allowing this season to be the season in which I stretch myself. This is a season of stretching for me. And I'm so excited about it. Like, even on the days when I'm not excited about it, I'm still weirdly excited about it. Okay. Like, y'all, this morning, oh my God, I was exhausted. My little boy, he was so hungry. I don't know what was going on last night, but he just wanted to be nursing literally every hour and a half, every 2 hours. We were just up all night and I woke up and I was like, oh my God, today is going to be really hard. And it wasn't. It wasn't hard because I'm committed to finding momentum through my consistency, through being consistent. And so here is what I have challenged myself to do. I am posting every day on Instagram, and I'm going to try to get to 30 days. I am going to get to 30 days. I'm going to try. I am going to get to 30 days, and I will reassess how I'm feeling at that point. But that is what we're doing. 30 days of posting every day on Instagram, with the exception of Sundays, because I don't do social media on Sundays. And that's another habit that I'm cultivating as well. Just taking a day off from the damn phone, right? So I have been posting every day on Instagram at the Voicepreneur. I don't know what day I'm on right now, but I wanted to share this because I've committed to it and it has become so fun. I am feeling the momentum from the consistency. It's not that in order for us to be consistent, we need to get momentum. It's literally the opposite, right? I am feeling the energy and the inspiration from posting every day. And I'm committed to this. And here's something that has been really fun for me to witness within myself. It's been really fun to watch my own mind drama with all of this, right? Because as you know, posting is going to take multiple steps. And I've had to reassess over and over. Okay, do I need to do these steps? Do I need to do it like this? Can I repurpose here? Can I make this any easier? How can I make this easier? How can I make this easier in a way that I can repeatedly do, right? And then I'm also really looking at the mind drama that I have about how that actual piece of content is going. right? It's like, I could think I have this like really great idea, and then I put it all together, I make an Instagram reel, I'm looking at the whole thing, and I'm like, this is not it. And I could so easily not post it from that thought. And I have tons of times, and I know you have too, where you're like, this just isn't good enough, or this doesn't get my point across, or I don't even know what I'm really even saying here, or like whatever it is, right? But there was an idea that sparked that piece of content, right? There was an idea that sparked that piece of content. And the question to ask yourself, that I'm constantly asking myself in this process, is, do I trust my own ideas? Can I just trust that idea, when it came to me, was perfect as it was, and that will reach whomever at exactly the right time? It may not be within 24 hours or even that week or whatever. Like, y'all know how many people are liking old posts of yours, old reels of yours. That shit is powerful because it lives there, right? It lives there. Anybody can come across your handle and find a piece of content of yours that you made months ago and be deeply impacted by that, so much so that they want to work with you. Like, one post can change somebody's life. One post can have somebody want to work with you. One post can do so much. And it doesn't have to be a perfect post, right? We are going for messy, consistent action. That's what we are going for. And so every time that I see that thought within myself, see that thought, I hear that thought, I witness that thought. I witness that thought within myself, right? Of like, this isn't good enough. Why am I posting this? I can be like, all right, I have to share it now. Like, that's the practice. All right, got to share it. Got to hit share. Just do it. Hit it. Right? I'm allowing those thoughts to actually be the cues, the internal cues, to have me take more action consistently. And so you can do this with your emails, you can do this with your posts, you can do this with podcast episodes. Like, I'm going to listen to this and probably not even edit it at all, because I'm just in this lovely phase of not editing right now, and I love it. I've saved so much time by just not editing, right? And so practice that. How can you stretch yourself? How can you challenge yourself in this way? If you are in a stretching season right now, especially, what can you do to actually challenge yourself to take consistent, messy action? I have a feeling it's going to have to do with content, because 9 times out of 10, it just does. And maybe, let's go even deeper, maybe not just content, but like conversion content that actually sells, right? Content that has a purpose, that goes beyond just, this is who I am and this is what I'm all about. Like, that's lovely. We love getting to know you. We love your brand, but now it's time to freaking make money, right? So content that actually profits. So what can you do? What is a challenge that you can commit to that is going to stretch you in the best way possible? How can you make it fun? Like, I'm having so much fun with this challenge, even though it's hard. It's definitely hard. I am witnessing what's hard and how I can get better at this, because I just know that the better I get at this, then the better I get at all types of things when it comes to business, right? You got to show up for yourself. You got to prove to yourself that you can do this work, and you just do it by doing it. And then once you do it, you're like, I can fucking do anything, and you trust yourself. And there is nothing like trusting yourself in business. Oof, we could go on a whole other episode about that. But I'm just going to leave you with that. Challenge yourself, stretch yourself, and play this game, because it's all a game, my friend. Oh my goodness, that was so juicy, and I'm so glad you're still here listening. You are amazing, and I can't wait to see what you take away from this episode and what you bring into your teaching business. Oof, it is going to be so good. If you want to come and see for yourself what it means to grow and scale your teaching business, come and check out the resources inside of the show notes, or visit us over at thevoicepreneur.com. If you enjoyed this episode, take a screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories, and tag tag me at the Voicepreneur. Or if that's not your vibe, that's totally fine. Share it with your 2 best voice teacher friends so that we can continue spreading the good word that you can create a sustainable, spacious, and fun as fudge cake teaching business that makes an enormous impact on your students' lives and your life and your bank account. It's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see how your business changes your life. I'll catch you in the next episode.